सिंगापुर मुझे बहुत इंप्रेसिव कंट्री लगी. It is so beautiful, technologically advanced, clean, extremely safe for even solo travelers, and so much fun. It is a melting pot of cultures with incredible diversity and people from India, Malaysia, China, Middle East, and of course it also has great food. मैंने यहाँ अपना time spent किया exploring different cultural neighborhoods, visiting its urban gardens, eating at hawker centers, experiencing its public transportation, and visiting some iconic landmarks. And the most surprising part is that this is also one of the greenest cities in all of Asia. You'll find so many quiet places in its gardens that you can even enjoy nature amidst its cityscapes. And with this, welcome to the garden city of Singapore. By the way, Singapore Southeast Asia का एक 30 mile long island है और इसके आसपास 62 छोटे islands and more or less two important tourist areas है where you will end up visiting are Sentosa Island, Marina Bay Sands Hotel, Little India, Kampong Glam, Chinatown, Civic District, Fort Canning, Boat Quay, Bugis, Changi Airport and ये है region जहाँ पे सारे wildlife reserves हैं. And going between these places is very simple. Google Maps में सारी live info मिल जाती है buses, MRT and LRT की या आप MRT and LRT offline app download कर लो या Grab app for taxi and food delivery. And वैसे तो I don't recommend taxi because public transportation is cheaper. But so there are these taxi queues outside every shopping complex, and you can just take a taxi from the queue itself. And these cost almost the same as Grab if you don't want to book a Grab. And Singapore is a perfect country जो आप आराम से 3-4 दिन में cover कर सकते हो. And Singapore हमारे लिए इसलिए भी perfect है because the visa process is very simple, and also there are so many direct flights from so many cities of India, and there's so much to do over here that it can get confusing कि करना क्या है and how do you even go about planning your trip. Like Changi Airport alone, where you land before coming here, has the Jewel, the Sky Nets, the Canopy, the Butterfly Garden, and then within Singapore you have museums, the Flyers, Sentosa Island, Gardens by the Bay. And let me tell you, the easiest way to plan a trip to Singapore is with Headout. Headout एक ऐसा platform है which is enabling us to discover and access experiences all in one place in the most affordable, convenient, and seamless way. Here's how I use the Headout app. You have to look for Singapore in the browse page, and as you can see, there are tickets to everything worth experiencing, from theme parks to museums, observation decks, and even popular landmarks. I don't have to go through hundreds of options across multiple websites because over here it's all neatly laid out in one place. Also, you can save big on the Headout app on so many attractions. Like I saved almost 9% by choosing this combo deal for the observation deck at Marina Bay Sands and the Gardens by the Bay ticket instead of choosing regular tickets. They also have up to 30% off on attractions like the Jewel, Changi, Cable Car, and many more. And use this code because first 50 users को flat discount मिलेगा कोई भी experience book करने के लिए. So if you're planning a trip to the Lion City or anywhere else in the world, just download the Headout app. So over here I'm staying at Pullman Singapore Orchard, which is bang in the middle of Orchard Road, and the good thing about this area is that it has a lot of shopping areas. So it's a very happening place to stay at, especially because it has more than 20 malls, a lot of shopping arenas, food courts, and some really high-end places to shop at, and also some budget places to shop at. Like there's Lucky Plaza nearby, which has the 7-Eleven, and also the MRT station is walking distance, but even otherwise on Orchard Road there are many options to stay at. So on day one, सबसे पहले I left for the Malayan Park, and यहाँ से Marina Bay Sands Hotel के top की boat shape and Singapore की skyline बहुत अच्छी दिखती है. So right now I'm at the Malayan Park, and you must have seen this in a lot of pictures. And ideally you should come here very early in the morning so that it doesn't get too hot in the day क्योंकि यहाँ का climate बहुत ही hot and humid है, and also because it's going to get crowded. Everybody wants to get a picture with the Malayans. And इसके बाद अगर time and energy है, please go for a morning walk to Gardens by the Bay, especially Dragonfly Lake के आसपास. It is so scenic. But shortly afterwards, I got back to my hotel for the delicious buffet breakfast. And Singapore में ना गर्मी होती है, so it makes sense to spend the afternoon hours indoors, जैसे hotel pool में या कोई mall में. But I left for the Central District, and यहाँ की new age high-rise buildings की juxtaposition में एक बहुत ही different looking building है. So today I'm taking you to a place which is not only known for its food, but it's also a national monument of Singapore, and this is a hawker's market. Can you believe that? This is Lau Pa Sat. Cool thing about this place is that this is the oldest Victorian structure in all of Southeast Asia, and also Central District में probably one of the only remaining markets, and it is made of prefabricated cast iron, which was also first of its kind in its era. And the locals love this place. This hawker market is one of the most famous in Singapore. By the way, I don't think I've told you guys before, but मैं recently vegan बन चुकी हूँ.
Finally, I found something जो यहाँ पे खाया जा सकता है, which is also vegetarian, which is a falafel roll at the Turkish cuisine stall. All right, let's go. Wow, this is so yummy. Now that our food is done, we have to clear the table. Oh wow. So we are at Gardens by the Bay now, and these that you see are called super trees or also golden trees. And the idea is that they are adding some vertical vines and ferns and all these really tropical plants to this. The height of these ferns is increasing with time. So currently we can still see the top of the superstructure, the super trees. But in some time, like let's say in the next 10 years, it's going to be completely filled. So they're trying to grow it at the same rate as the Amazon forest. And if you come any later than 10 years, this will be fully covered and it will feel like a rainforest.
So यहाँ के 2 मेजर टिकटेड अट्रैक्शंस इन डोम्स के अंदर हैं एंड बाकी के मोस्ट एरियाज के लिए कोई एंट्री टिकट नहीं है.
This is the entry of the cloud forest. So for the cloud forest, for the flower dome and also for the skywalk, you need to purchase additional tickets, and I'm glad that we had like these combo tickets. So we are currently visiting. Thank you. Oh wow. The cloud forest with such beautiful tropical plants and इतने well curated. हर चीज़ यहाँ पे इतनी ज़्यादा सुंदर लग रही है. And we are here at the misting time. So misting happens at regular intervals, but it's so beautiful. Wow. It's a man-made place that I absolutely approve of because it's just so gorgeous. Look at all these flowers everywhere.
तो क्लाउड फॉरेस्ट के अंदर आर्टिस्टिकली डिस्प्लेड ट्रॉपिकल प्लांट्स तो है ही, एक वाटरफॉल भी है जो आप ऊपर के लेवल से और पास देख सकते हो एंड यहाँ मरीना बे सैंड्स का व्यू भी दिखता है. एंड देन यू कैन कीप गोइंग अपस्टेयर्स एंड क्लाइंबिंग टू द लॉस्ट वर्ल्ड. एंड लॉस्ट वर्ल्ड को क्रॉस करके ये वॉकवेज आते हैं व्हिच आई लव.
I don't know why, but I feel a little tingling on my feet right now because we are so high up. This was amazing and इसके बाद हमारे पास बंडल टिकट फ्लावर डोम की भी है,
जहाँ करंटली एक जापान स्पेसिफिक एग्जिबिट लगा है विद अ जापानीज गार्डन.
So this is my first time seeing cherry blossoms and they are so beautiful up close and personal. This place is crazy. They've made an actual cherry blossom tree grow in Singapore in a hot and humid climate. So we're done with the 2 exhibits of Gardens by the Bay and now we just found this spot which is just so beautiful because it has the view of the flyer. We are going to go on the flyer also one of these days, but it's a very beautiful skyline view and we're just waiting over here for the light and sound show which happens at around 8:45 p.m. सडनली समय बदल गया, हालात बदल गए, पूरे जज्बात बदल गए इस जगह के क्योंकि इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग प्लेस एंड ऑल्सो सो वेल लिट. आई वांटेड टू कम हियर इन द मॉर्निंग बट आई थिंक द नाइट टाइम वाइब इज इवन बेटर बिकॉज नाउ वी आर इन चाइनाटाउन. आई एम absolutely positive कि मुझे यहाँ खाने के लिए कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला, but I'm still so excited about the food. Like I just want to see what they're selling. And currently we are trying the, can we have this and yeah, so these two dishes. While walking in Chinatown, we came across the Sri Mariamman Temple, which is the oldest Hindu temple in all of Singapore. And this was constructed in the 19th century in 1827.
Isn't it just amazing कि सिंगापुर के Chinese Quarter में भी एक temple है? Isn't this a true testament to diversity?
And the plan for the day is that from Orchard Road we are going to take an MRT and यहाँ से हम लोग जाएंगे Vivo City and वहाँ से हम लोग जाएंगे Sentosa Island and we are going to take the cable. And I love how everything over here is so cute because it looks like cable car के ऊपर Pokeball बनी हुई है.
For the cable, we went to the 15th floor and the views already looked so incredible. Of course, the cable car tickets are also booked on Head Out,
and I also saved 11% because I'm also going to Universal Studios later on and I bought a combo ticket. This view is so insane. Also, we have the cutest Pokemon key decoration all over our cable car. It's adorable.
Okay, Sentosa is huge by the way, and you can't possibly do everything in one day. There is Siloso Beach, Resort World and other rides and activities. So pick any one activity based on your interest. I chose walking in the nature trails.
So we found something really interesting over here which is called Imbia Trails.
बहुत लंबी trails नहीं है, but something that you can do as well
if you are a nature lover.
But because मुझे movies and theatre बहुत अच्छा लगता है, I decided to head to Resort World and in particular Universal Studios. अगर आपकी कोई ऐसी favorite movie है जो Universal Studios के बैनर के अंदर आती है, you'll love the place.
So there are so many places here. We have an Adventure Cove, we have a water park, Dolphin Island, and I'm going to take you to Universal Studios.
And by the way, on this day, my mom joined as well. And कितना अच्छा लगता है जब काम के साथ-साथ मैं अपने parents को भी घुमा पाती हूँ.
There's a Lego store! Oh, spank my door! I want to eat that, whatever it is. Okay, this ice cream store is also really cute. These kind of places bring out the kid in you. Hi, do you also have vegan ice cream? Yeah. You do? So now we are entering and we are 3 people and our tickets are on our phone because I got them through Head Out. And I think it looks like a very simple process. We just have to get inside and scan our codes basically, that's it. They have a Minion store, that's so cute! Oh my god, this is so cute! But I did not expect it to rain like this. And अगर सिंगापुर में amazing sunsets enjoy करनी है ना, I have 2 really good recommendations for you. This is Marina Barrage, from where you can see the entire skyline of Singapore and also a very good sunset. So in case you want to do this for absolutely free, no cost at all, just come to Marina Barrage for this view. But apart from that, if you don't mind opting for a ticketed attraction, the top of Marina Bay Sands is absolutely worth it. This is the Sky Park observation deck which is on top of Marina Bay Sands, and I had this idea कि हम लोग यहीं आके एक और बार Gardens by the Bay का light and sound show भी देख लेते हैं. And along with me, I think probably 600-700 more people also had the same idea. So obviously this place is going to be crowded, but I think it's absolutely worth it because the sunset that we saw over here was just so beautiful. And also we saw the whole transition of the sky turning from the disk of the sun to orange colors, then pink colors, and then all the lights of the city turning on. And the city view from here is unbeatable. Good morning everyone. Today we are going to Fort Canning Park, and this is such a beautiful walk, especially because the sun is also rising. So this is the famous tree tunnel at this park, and of course there are people who are queuing up to get photos over here. There was already a set of people before us, and now there are a few set of people who came after us. So we've made it to this place, and it's such a beautiful location for getting a picture. Although of course you should come as early as possible, क्योंकि अगर आपको line avoid करनी है, that's the only way. So fun fact for you, 5% of all Singaporean population is actually Tamil, and it's also one of the official languages of Singapore. In fact, आपको बहुत सारे sign boards and even MRT की announcements Tamil में मिलेंगी, and I think that's so fascinating. That's so far away from India. Also, we have such a big Indian community that's settled over here. Hi Ashwin. Walking down the streets of Little India, I can see temples, I can see a lot of different kinds of shops. काफी Singaporean भी लग रहा है, but still feels a lot like India. And the best part is that I can smell a lot of incense.
This place is more Tamil than Tamil Nadu actually.
Really?
Yeah.
First mural of the day, और ये कितनी ज़्यादा सुंदर है. I want to see more murals. So currently we are headed towards Haji Lane in Kampong Glam. Right now we are in Kampong Glam, which is the Muslim quarter of Singapore, and all these shops that you see around me are also 19th century settlements. What you see behind me over there is the Muscat Street, and we also have notable landmarks over here like the Sultan Mosque, Haji Lane. We are in fact going to go to Haji Lane right now, and this place is very, very vibrant. I wasn't expecting it, but it's beautiful. Haji Lane, and it's such a vibrant place. Every shop over here is so beautifully curated. I think we'll have to stop at every shop and just look at it. यहाँ पे Korean shops हैं, there's a pug shop over here, there's a photo shop over here, and all in all it's looking very interesting and I love it. Just so well done. It's beautiful. Like, look at this one, Vintage Weekend. Watching a video and following an Instagram page to get a free ice cream over here. we are currently standing in the queue for the flyer. अभी 6:30 बज रहे हैं and we ideally want to be there before 7:15 because that's when the sunset is going to happen and we want to catch the good colors, so we want to be there way before 7:15. So let's hope that we get to be on it. Quite a lot of really good places that you can see from this place, and I think this is absolutely worth it. I haven't done this before at either LA or London Eye, but it's beautiful. I am so happy we came here around sunset. It's so gorgeous. Now we are done with the flyer experience. I loved it. मुझे बहुत मजा आया. The views on all sides were so beautiful. I think I'm a sucker for views. That's it. I've come to realize that. And on day 4, we went to Changi Airport because I also had to fly out. And I think a lot of people don't know this, but the Jewel Changi is actually just an open mall and it's accessible even if you're not flying from the airport. And it's huge. It's like a full-on walking arena, like a full mall in fact. And the most bizarre part is that there are so many of these live trees over here. I wonder where the routes are going. So we are currently at the Changi Airport and overlooking the world-famous Jewel Waterfall, which is the largest indoor waterfall. And you're going to get to see the view of it in 3, 2, and 1. And you should get your Jewel Changi All Access Pass to head out, which gives you a massive 30% discount. This is actually kind of scary. And with that, we come to the end of the trip, and honestly, I fell in love with Singapore. I feel that it's so futuristic and such an easy country to visit over 3-4 days and just have a ball of a time. And with this, I'll see you next time. And